Donald Trump has been the master of political game. But if he wants to reclaim the White House in 2024, he needs to change his strategy and he needs to do it fast. He needs to shift his focus back to what truly matters to American people. He needs to realize that the political landscape had changed since 2016. Simply attacking Kamala Harris like he did for Hillary Clinton or Joe Biden won't be enough.
Is only on the ticket because she is a black woman.
Well, I can say, no, I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black.
He needs to offer more than just fake criticism. He needs to remind voters that why he was the greatest president in modern history. Let's look at the problem first. If I'm being honest, Trump's current strategy, focusing heavily on criticizing Kamala Harris, isn't working the way it used to. Biden was an easier target, and many voters were already dissatisfied with his leadership. But Harris, she doesn't have the same level of discontent as Biden. Her approval rating is hovering 45%, which is higher than Biden's, and has remained relatively stable throughout the time. The attacks on Biden were strategic. They highlighted the real concerns voters had, just like his old age or his leadership skills. Over the last 3 years, voters has come to realize his real weaknesses, making it easier for Trump to capitalize on them. But Kamala Harris, people don't know much about her yet. She's new, she's fresh, she's exciting. Just like when you go on a newly formed relationship, she's hiding her flaws, she's showing her best side, she's telling people what they want to hear. At least for now, she appears flawless in the eyes of many. Using same old trick will just make people more defensive and support her even more. Now, I'm not saying that he cannot attack. He should obviously attack, but not on the useless things like her race or her laugh. Who cares if she's black or if she is Indian? Who cares if she laughs in a certain way? And genuinely, nobody cares. And he should realize that. Now, let's look at the strength. Trump's first term was defined by two major pillars: the immigration and the economy. These were the issues that made him president in 2016. And these are the same issues that will bring him back to the White House in 2024. America is failing. Americans are concerned about the border security and the impact of illegal immigrants. In 2022 alone, 1.7 million illegal immigrants came through the border, compared to only 458,000 people under Trump's administration in 2020. Now these 1.7 million people are the same people who took your job. 1.7 million people that required additional housing. 1.7 million criminals. Now you may say that not all of these people are criminals, but let me tell you this. The second they step foot in American soil illegally, they became criminals. And this is just in 1 year. And then there is economy. Under Trump, the economy was booming as well. If you look at 2019, the unemployment rate fell 50-year low of 3.5%, and the stock market hit record high. Real median household income increased by 6.8% that year, the largest increase in US history ever. And compare that to current economic challenges of rising inflation, struggling jobs, and crashing stock market, you'll see why Trump needs to bring all of that back into focus. Because no matter what people say, when it came to economy, he was the best. Luckily for Trump, Harris was in charge of immigration. she has failed and fumbled miserably. This is what he should be attacking on. Actually, I'll give him a new attack line. His new attack slogan should be Invasion of America, supported by Kamala Harris. Strength is not enough. Third thing we should be looking at is the flaws. No leader is perfect, and Trump is no exception. His strength might be undeniable, but his flaws has also been a double-edged sword, which has costed him a crucial support in the past. If he wants to win 2024 election, he'll need to address these flaws first. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, his messaging. It's always nice to hear some passion and energy in a candidate. In a world where you always have to act civil and disciplined, hearing Trump speak brings our inner desire to be a little rough, to be a little outspoken. That's why people like him so much. We are bounded by responsibility and conformity, and there is him who speaks his mind all the time, who is not scared of anybody. Little part of us wants to be like him, but like everything else, too much of it can be fatal as well when people are already skeptical of you. Needless to say, his rhetoric has alienated a lot of moderates and independents. For example, his remarks on Charlottesville protests in 2017 led to a widespread criticism, not just in Democrats, but within Republicans as well. He can't be doing this now. In 2024, he needs to dial his language down and focus on substance rather than his style. He can still rile people up, but more importantly, he needs to remind the voters not just the problems of current administration, but how can he make things better for everybody. Trump needs to be more disciplined as well. His willingness to speak off the cuff has made him a captivating figure, but it has also led to unnecessary controversies that has just distracted from his core messages. Staying on the topic like immigration and the economy will be very crucial, and he should also getting dragged and distracted into a petty squabbles and making comments that will just give his critics like Kamala Harris more ammunitions. Simple, just don't say nothing stupid. Finally, Trump needs to broaden his appeal as well. He cannot just rely on his base to win this election. He needs to win over independents or even some Democrats. According to Pew Research Center, over 35% of registered voters identify as independents. So that means he needs to show some empathy and the concern of the voters who might be on the fence. So Trump needs to pivot from his usual just being a fighter to become a unifier. If he can connect with people on much deeper level and provide a practical solution to their problem, he will have much stronger chance of winning this election. Now with this, Trump has the blueprint and it's up to him to execute it. The stakes couldn't have been more higher and the margin for error are slim. But if he can pivot quickly and focus what really matters to American people, he can still win this. At the end, the key to Trump's success lies in his ability to adapt. But the time is running out, the clock is ticking. And personally, I hope he wins. I hope he wins for our future. I hope he wins for the democracy of America. What do you think? Do you think that Trump will win this election? Let me know in the comments. But regardless of what happens, whether he wins or loses, he has revolutionized American politics nobody thought possible. Watch this video here to know how did he revolutionize American politics. Until next week, see ya.